Thank you for joining us on today's episode of Scary Stories. In association with Dreadful Monkey Design. And now our feature presentation, brought to you by Mom Jeans, an urban legend based on actual accounts. Don't look back.
Don't look back.
Don't look
Don't
back.
look back.
Don't
Don't
look
look
back. A young couple were driving through the woods at night. Their destination, a costume party. The young man, an all-star college athlete, was dressed in his running gear. He wouldn't be caught dead in anything else. The young woman was dressed as a beautiful princess. While they were driving, a news alert came over the radio.
Breaking. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for this important news bulletin. A madman has escaped from the city asylum. This man is thought to be armed and extremely dangerous. Men, women, and children are advised to stay indoors and lock any windows or entrances to your home. The Chief of Police has asked KW9 Radio to ask anyone who sees any suspicious activity to report it to the authorities immediately. Stay alert, stay safe, above all else.
Suddenly, at that moment, the car broke down. The young woman started to become hysterical. The young man got behind the car and rolled it off the road under the branches of a very large willow tree. He assured his girlfriend everything was going to be fine. He saw a gasoline station a few miles back. He would jog to the station, acquire help, and return for her, and all would be well. But what if he comes while you're away? I don't want to stay here all alone. I'm so afraid. Can't you stay? Look, the gasoline station is only a few miles back. I can make that run in an hour flat, no problem. Just stay inside the car, keep the doors locked. I've got this blanket in the back seat. Go ahead and hide under that until I come back. How am I going to know that it's you and not the madman? Look, I'll knock 3 times. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. I'll knock 3 times. That's how you'll know it's me. Reluctantly, she agreed, and with that, he ran off into the night. The young woman got into the back seat, curled into a ball, positioned herself behind the driver's seat on the floor of the car. Concealing herself with the blanket, she waited. She waited and waited for what felt like hours. She was fighting to keep her eyes open when she heard the sound. Fear washed over her. Is it the madman? Is it my boyfriend? The second knock. She almost felt assured that she would hear the third knock, and indeed she did. Right as she was about to reach her hand to unlock the door, she heard it again. Frozen in shock, underneath the blanket, the young woman tried her best to control her labored breathing and remained as still as she could to remain unnoticed. As the knocking continued throughout the night, the young woman eventually passed out from fear. The next morning, she awoke to the car door opening. The young woman peered out from underneath her blanket, only to see 2 police officers greeting her with worried eyes. One of the police officers said, "Ma'am, please just walk directly to the police car in front of you. Take a seat and try to relax. But whatever you do, don't look back." The young woman, seeing reporters, news vans, and emergency vehicles, was confused. She slowly made her way to the police vehicle. Consumed by curiosity, she whipped around, only to see her boyfriend's body hanging from one of the branches of the tree he had moved the car under only hours before. The knocking she heard was his tennis shoes knocking against the roof of the car. Hysterical, she got into the back of the police vehicle, even though she had closed the doors and rolled up the windows and had already been taken several miles from the site. She could still hear the knocking. Thank you so much for joining us on Scary Stories. Do you have a story you'd like to hear? Leave a comment below.